So today's class, restorative, let's start off in a really supported inversion, a version of legs up the wall. Just grab your blanket, give it a little roll. You can also, if you have wall space available at your house, you can go to a wall and actually put your legs up the wall. If anyone's outside today, perhaps legs up the tree. And just slide on back. And the blanket is going to come under your hips right at sacrum level, right there at the very base, tailbone, sacrum, even lower, or as low as you can go. And the knees hug in, and you can stay hugged in or reach them up. And this should feel fairly effortless. The height of the blanket should be helping you to find this little balance point where reaching the legs up, even a soft bend, should be quite quiet for you. And one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest, and just be with your breath here. Reversing gravity, this is a great thing to do at the start of your day, at the end of your day, anytime you get too hot. Slow, deep breath, and just connect to a quieter place today. I'm just grateful to be here. Slow, easy breath. Fill the lungs. And wiggle your toes and roll your ankles, move your knees. Settling into the earth. And bring your feet down to the earth. Blanket moves out from underneath you and hug your knees to your chest. And keep your right leg hugging in, left leg either foot to the earth or foot goes all the way long. Slow, easy breath. Belly opens on the inhale, expanding up toward the thigh. And you hug in a little more as you exhale. And moving to a twist, right leg crosses over the left side of the body. You can reach your arms out, turn and look over the right shoulder. Breathe deeply. Breathe into your belly, trying to really expand here. And roll back to center, still right side. Come into a pigeon pose. And roll gently side to side. And then just hug in, breathing slowly, really connecting to this grounded feeling of class. And release down, stretch out into Shavasana. Reach your arms up overhead and just have a full body stretch. And then left leg hugs in, right leg either bent with the foot on the ground or send it all the way long. Inhale up toward the thigh. Exhale, hug in. And left leg rolls over to the right side of the body for your twist. Arms can reach out, face turns left. Breathe deeply into your belly. And back to center. Hug in for your pigeon stretch. And release down, stretch all the way out for a long-bodied Shavasana, arms up. And then roll on up into a comfortable seated pose. You can sit on your blanket now if you'd like. Bring right leg in front of left. Sitting tall. Lead forward with your heart. Fold forward. Hands can stay on your knees. Walk out. Can come to forearms or forehead as you'd like. Just breathe in this forward fold. Open through the back of your body. Walk yourself back up. Lean back, change the cross of your legs. Flex out through the heels and fold forward again, second side. Walk your hands back in, coming back to sit. Let's stretch your legs out for staff pose. If your strap is handy, maybe you would want it if you can't reach your toes. And pull your right leg in, knee out to the side. And twist so that you feel as though you're aiming your chest and belly toward your left toes instead of out forward. So a little twist, reach up, and then fold forward. You can have a slight bend in your knee, pause when the pulling starts, and then stay with your breath, just softening forward, softening in. Feel that hamstring release. Eyes closed, shoulders relaxed. Several slow breaths. And walk back up. Right knee comes in, stretch the leg out, and switch sides. Pressing toward the foot, reach up. And exhale, fold in. Soften your knee if you'd like. It's really connected to your breath and to this feeling of grounding, relaxing. When you move your body all week long, you really need a quiet day to just reset. Let your body notice how it's changed, strengthened, found flexibility. And walk yourself back up. Stretch the left leg long. And both arms reach. And fold yourself forward. Walk yourself back up. Feet come together, bound angle pose. Can stay lifted or fold forward. Again, little softening inward. And walk yourself back up to sitting. Stretch the legs out for staff pose. Right leg will bend. So from staff pose, right leg bends, and then either keep the foot on the inside of the left knee or cross it over to the right if your hips feel okay with that. Lift tall and then twist toward the right. Left arm can reach up and you can hook the elbow. Just sit here in a tall twist, breathing deeply into the belly. Eyes can close. And as you exhale, see if you can twist a little more. Three more slow, easy breaths. Keep twisting. Roll back to center. And left leg comes in. You can cross the ankle over if you'd like. Twist toward the left leg and then set yourself up for holding the twist. Elbow comes to hug in or press against. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Eyes soft. Where are you feeling this in your body? Three more slow breaths. And roll back to center. Unwind. And then come on up and over into tabletop position. Blanket can come under your knees if you'd like. Knees a little wide, hands a little wide. Just shift the weight here gently side to side. You can bend the elbows. And go into big circles one way. Barrel rolls, as they like to call it. Feeling the weight shift, feeling the stretch through the hands and wrists. And go the other way. And knee and back to center. Walking forward, find puppy pose. Melt your heart down. Knees up over the hips and breathe. Stay with the feeling of quiet and encourage that gratitude to come in. It's a place where we purposefully stretch into our heart line. And walk yourself up and back. Find your child's pose. And slowly come up and roll through about 10 rounds of cat-cow. Get into some spinal flexion and extension. Two more rounds, nice and slow. Find that space. And either press back to child's pose or come into downward dog and take a few rounds of breath there. Stretch it out. And knees down, slowly come down to your belly. And we're walking or moving into Sphinx Pose. So elbows under the shoulders. You can bring the elbows really wide if you'd like to stay in a low Sphinx. Just widen out through the elbows. Stretch back through your legs, tops of the feet press in, hips press in. And then have a feeling that you're dragging yourself forward. Lift up through your heart. Keep your chest lifted, but then tuck your chin in. It's very quiet Sphinx pose. If there's any strain in your low back, press your hips into the earth. Really activate. And lift up through your face. Just brighten. And either right cheek to the earth and arms stretch back, or you can roll your arms forward and rest your forehead on your forearms. Tadpole, reverse Shavasana, just quiet in. And slowly come up, find your Sphinx pose again. Open through the heart, lift the face, breathe deeply. And folding forward again, one more time, left cheek to the earth, or just bring your forehead down to your arms and rest. Breathe as though you're pushing the ground away with the inhale. And exhale, sink back in. And press up and back, child's pose, release that stretch. Slowly walk your hands up, move or walk yourself back up and just wiggle around in tabletop release into the spine. Then come on down to your back, hug your knees to your chest. And then feet come down to the earth. Lift up through your hips. Pick them up off the mat and move your hips over to the left by an inch or two and set them back down. You'll feel off center for sure, but then hug your knees in and then let your knees go to the right in a right-sided twist. So you should feel like you just lined up your spine here. Turn and look over the left shoulder, arms out wide, and just breathe here in this full body twist into the belly. Roll back to center. And then hips lift, shift them over an inch or two to the right. Hug your knees in and drop them over to the left. Turn and look over the right shoulder and breathe. Roll yourself back to center, hug knees in. And then slowly stretch out for Shavasana, toes opening out, palms opening up. Can cover up if you would like. And just watch your breath here, inhaling slowly. And as you exhale, feel your body sinking into the earth. Release your head and shoulders and spine. Feel the belly open on the inhale. And relax tension through your gut, your hips, your legs on the exhale. Inhaling slowly, feeling the sense of calm and peace. And exhale as you rest. And start to deepen your breath. Pausing for a moment and noticing the effects of today's practice, of the week's practice. Wiggle your fingers and toes, stretch your arms and legs. And then roll on up into a comfortable seated position. Hands at your heart and a gesture of gratitude. And we'll end class with the sound of 3 ohms. Just let your voice vibrate through you out into the world. Send your love out. Inhale. Om. 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 Thank you for taking the time to take care of yourselves today. Namaste.